Hello, beautiful people. Today, I'm going to prepare what my man calls Panzarottis. I air fry them. We are going to try this with this liner in the bottom of the pan. I have used these before, but I think I may have been using them wrong because I saw other people using them, and I put it on top of here to kind of prevent the gook from coming on, sticking to the top of your air fryer. But I guess it's supposed to actually go in the hole, which is a little tricky. So let's do this. Do that and push it in. All right. Now that it still feels a little wonky. Whatever. Okay. So I usually use the pizza crust that comes in. It comes in a long bag. And the grocery store was out of them. So I'm going for this Signature Select pizza crust in a can, which I have had to use before. I hate it when they pop. And it's okay. Is it as good? I don't know. I am also, this is kind of like a two-for video because I got this little squisher thing. I think it's for empanadas, actually. Off of Temu. And I thought we'd give it a go. I gotta take off this sweater. Otherwise I'm gonna have a sweater in my thing. Don't worry, freshly cleaned hands. But I do want to try that. Now, when I saw this online, I thought it was metal. And when it came in, I actually even had to push it together, but it's not, it's plastic. Don't get me started. So, you lay out your dough. Now this dough in the can, it's thick. Look how thick that is. Hopefully, it's pretty thick. We're gonna cut it down anyway because we're gonna get two, what we call Panzarottis out of these. Okay? And what we need is buffalo chicken, which I usually use the buffalo chicken, Dietz and Watson buffalo chicken from the deli. If they don't have that, if you have the option between this, ask your deli person what the difference is between the chickens that they have there, because I'm telling you, it can make a difference. Now I'm just slicing this right down the center, so I have two pieces, and I'm going to put one over here. We're going to deal with the other one. That in a second. And you hear my squeaky drawers battle my way to get out my rolling pin. Now, this seems to have some holes in it. I'm not crazy about that at all. But I am going to kind of give it a roll because I want it to fit in there. I really want to try that one. So I'm going to use the ugly one first, right? I should probably get a French rolling pin. That might be nice. Maybe one of these days. When we redo the kitchen, I'll get a French rolling pin. I'll have more storage then. But for now, this is what I got. Traditional kind. And it works. So, no complaints. Not complaining. I'm grateful for everything that I have. Okay. So, this might turn out better, actually. Let's see if we can kind of gauge that. All right. So we're going to do this one first because I've never done it before and I want to see. So now, as you can see, I've squished it down. It's kind of thin. I'm going to do some stretching here. Just real easy, though, because you don't want to poke any holes in your dough. I got to check to make sure I'm still recording because my phone has been acting crazy. Now, on here, we're going to set it on here kind of diamond shaped. And we have, I use Swiss. This is sliced Swiss cheese from the deli. We use baby Swiss. You can use whatever cheese you like. We like the baby. So this is my first time using this, I think it's an empanada maker actually. And I usually use the deli, but I also got the chicken chicken dip, buffalo chicken dip from the deli, which I doctored the other day. If you watch my video on that, there is a video on how I doctored the buffalo chicken dip. So I put a little bit of, I cut it up. This is just, it's just chunked. And I just put a little bit there, and then I add just a little bit of buffalo sauce. Like that, maybe a tablespoon. I'm going to add some of this too. Yeah, it turned out good the other day. And then, if you watched the video the other day too, you saw, which video was that? I made in the buffalo sauce too. I use this Mexican style cheese blend, which is a blend of Monterey Jack, cheddar, asadero, quesadilla. Yep, I say dilla. Anyway, so you get it like that, and then you close the thing. And we're gonna, like I said, this is a trial run here because I've never done this before with this device. So we just squish it. I've probably overfilled. Please stretch, please work. And yes, it's very full. It's full. It's okay. It's very full. And I'm squeezing it. Okay. Good enough. No. Failure. Okay. I put too much stuff in it. But that's okay. We're going to make it work. That thing is, I don't know, maybe rubbish, maybe just not for this. I'll show you how I typically do it. Now, of course, like it's like lace because it's cut into this thing. But that's okay. I can make it work. Now, grab a fork. Just regular, nothing special, and go around the edge like this. This is actually much smaller than my usual size that I make. I still kind of have a hole right there. When these cook in the air fryer, if you have little holes, I'm going to bring you over so you can see the little holes. And if you have little holes like that, just pinch them. They usually just pinch back closed, and then just mash all around with the fork. I'm gonna have to pinch hard on that one. Make sure that side is up when you place it in the thingy, in the air fryer. Okay, very technical. So, check the other side, and of course it is equally as lacy. Oh. Why did I have to put so much stuff? It's okay. We are going to make it work. Just pinching. That's all I'm doing. I'm just pinching it shut. Now, just take this and zip around. And I leave about an inch, half an inch, maybe half an inch. Around there, and if you want, you could do the other side too. Not necessary. This one's kind of holy on this side, so it'll all be okay. This one may not turn out very pretty. Then I like the other pizza dough better, because it comes on a piece of like wax paper, and then I can just spray it with the olive oil and it'll all stick together. Oh, this is not good. I don't usually do this. So. Beautiful. put this in the outtakes. Me trying that stupid thing. Don't do it. Save your money. Then we take the little Panzarotti like this, and I just put it in there. Now, because this has holes in it, and if you won't feel the need to kind of spread the oil around, you can. You can take wax paper. Like, I didn't have the wax paper because I didn't have the kind of, I got the different little pizza dough, but that's what it looks like in the air fryer. You can see it. Cute. Okay, now it goes in the air fryer. And I'm going to start on my next one. I'm putting it at 360 for 15 minutes, and we rotate about a little over halfway. Echo, remind me in 9 minutes to flip the Panzarotti. So she's always fun, because every time I say that, she's like, she calls it something different every single time, which is fun. Okay, so this time let's do it the right way. Forget that thing. I was hoping that I could make, maybe something, but I guess they really are just specific for maybe for empanadas. I'm not really sure. I tell you, once you find, I picked up this other dough that they had. I did not like that at all. Now it's stretchy, but you want to kind of, it'll try to go backwards. Now, this is how I do it for real. So I take the Swiss cheese, and I put Swiss cheese right in the center here. Now, I do this because I'm going to put the buffalo wing sauce on top, and I don't want it to leak. I don't want there to be like a hole, have it pop through, and then have it leak down and cause any kind of mess. So, I'm going to put a chunk, and this is just sliced chicken. Look. You can just see sliced chicken that I've gotten, and I put it down here. And because I have this other chicken, I'm going to use this, and that's kind of a big chunk, but that's probably pretty good. Then I take the Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce, which is amazing, but you can make your own, and I just pour a little in here because we like it kind of juicy. Remember to put the cheese down or it'll go through, and then you'll have a big wet mess. And then we put more cheese on top. This bag is empty. Bummer. So, we have this. Now, we fold over. Fold over. Just like you're making a calzone. Exactly the same. If you're making a calzone or stromboli, then you know it's the same thing. And then, just like before, without the stupid little contraption. You don't need the contraption. You just need a fork. That's it. A fork and a pizza wheel. And I am tight on space here, but I make it work. And then I cut off the excess, and I leave about 1/2 inch. That's how much I'm cutting off. But I'm going to show you. So when I go to cut it, this looks okay. So this is working twofold. It's removing the extra, but it's also sealing in. Oh God, it's close. It's sealing it in, right? It's closing that seal, or sealing it around, right? Okay. Now, does not look. That looks way better than that other thing, right? So here we've learned. Life is all about learning lessons, and today we're learning that just because it's a contraption that says it can work for one thing doesn't necessarily mean, and it looks like a good idea, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be any better than what we can do with our own two hands. There it is. It looks beautiful. So now, while the other one is cooking, we prep these, and then they're going to hang out in the fridge until they're ready to go into the air fryer. So what I was saying about the buffalo chicken is that when you go to purchase it, to make sure that you're getting the kind, not that's just marinated, but they have this chicken by Dietz and Watson is injected with the chicken. With the buffalo sauce. So there's more of the flavoring, which doesn't really make a whole lot of difference this time. But the flavor overall, this is going to be a big one. The flavor overall is superior than the other brand, which I don't remember because we just always ask for Dietz and Watson. So that's that. I hope that he likes these. I'm sure that he will. He usually eats two. Two is a serving size for him. One is a serving size for me. Probably gonna have that little bitty one. Cheese. Gotta get cheese. I'll be right back. And you can put anything in these. If you want to do pizza topping stuff, make it like a pizza.
Victoria,
totally
here's
can.
your reminder.
There's my reminder.
Flip the Panzarotti.
She never says it right 2 times in a row.
Victoria, here's your reminder.
Echo, stop. Thank you. Ooh. Oh, wow. That looks pretty done, actually. I think just like 2-3 more minutes, and that one is finito. I'm turning the heat down a smidge on that one. It's a little hot. So here we are with this other one, and we're just gonna zip off extra. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Quite a bit left over. I could probably try that little toy again. Yeah, I'm calling it a toy, but I'm not really sure. So I recommend using the wax paper. It's helpful. So let's see how if we can Frankenstein another one together with this leftover blob of dough. Usually once you do that, it's ruined. Like there's no coming back from it. But maybe if I give it some love, we can make something happen here. It'll, whatever. Okay. There it is. It's out of the air fryer. It is a little juicy. It is a little leaky, but that's okay. Can you see it over there? Oh, it's a little out of the thing. There it is. There it is. Isn't it cute? Oh, so cute. You still going? Yeah, still going. Now, we take, I don't know why I'm shaking this. This is the next one. Take it. I just throw it in there like that. Give a little bit of oil like that. And it goes back in. Echo, remind me in 7 minutes to flip the Panzarotti. Okay, so.
I'll remind you in 7 minutes.
Okay, so get this going. Yeah, my space here is very limited. probably gonna wanna like do no, I'm doing, but do this too, so it doesn't stick to it, and it'll keep it nice and flat. Right. Years of pie making, you learn. Look at that, it's pretty good. I tried the new toy. The empanada maker. Yeah, that's what we got. It didn't go too well, but I mean, it's not horrible. It's just not, you know, not what we're used to. It's just little. So we're gonna try it again. I don't really like mine bready, so I like mine thin. I don't like a lot of bread. So this one time, okay, story time. So this one time I was having a hot dog. And it's in a bun. But you get the hot dogs and they're shorter than the bun, like the bun sticks out. And you know, bread's not exactly great for us really, right? So I don't really want to ingest too much of it. So I'm eating the hot dog, but I'm pulling off mounds of these, I mean big chunks of bread like that. And my mom looks over, she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm eating my lunch, I'm having a hot dog." "What?" She's like, "Look at all that bread. What's with that? What are you gonna do?" I said, "I don't want to ingest it. I'm just leaving, I'm gonna throw it away." So that didn't go over too well. But it is what it is. Okay. So I don't know what. It's weird. It feels like there's something in there. I don't know. Alright, well, that's it. So this one's pretty. This is perfectly football shaped. So 2 Swiss cheeses down. When I make this is just 1/3 of a pound of the chicken from the deli. That's it. So, I mean, I only got 1/3 because we're using the other stuff, but you know, you don't have to do it the way I'm doing it. If you want to fold it and make a pretty edge, if that's what you're up for, go for it. You want to do something and squeeze it together long ways and put a braid in it or something, you can totally do that. You do you, right? So if that's how you want to make it all braidy and pretty, you totally can. I'm not, I just like doing the fork method. I'm not up for, I got other stuff to do. And I'm sure that sounds terrible, but it's true. Make sure there's no bones in there. Because I doctored this chicken and I got a big hunk of bone like that long out of it. So I just want to make sure there's no bones. But, that's kind of, I gotta edit a smidge. Oh yeah, that's yummy. Okay, so, gotta put the sauce. Sweet Baby Ray's. Nice, generous. Couple tablespoons maybe. I like it juicy. Everything's better juicy. And I'm hoping you can hear me over the air fryer. So now, this one is kind of small. We're going to pull it. We're going to pull it. I don't know why I said we when I'm doing all the work. Stretch it. it. Pull it. Look at that. I did it. Oh, it's so cute and tiny. It's so cute. Your kids will love this. Again, you don't have to stuff it with something spicy, you know, because the buffalo sauce can be a little spicy. You can stuff it with veg. I've done ham and cheese before with, what I do? Ham, cheese, a little garlic, and spinach, and it was really yummy. That's one of my favorite ones. Just really want to make sure I get this because it's pulling back a smidge. Pepperoni. I've done pepperoni and cheese, like a pepperoni pizza. Now, I called it a calzone. I think the first time I made it, I called it a calzone, and then I air fried it. And Chris said, I asked Christian, I was like, "How do you like it, baby?" And he's like, "It's good, but it's not really a calzone because I didn't put the ricotta or whatever in it." He said, "It's more like a Panzarotti." And I was like, "That's cool."
Victoria, here's your reminder.
Echo, stop. So, you're going to want to flip. Remember to flip. Now, I put this one in for 13 or 14 minutes, and I flipped it, 7 or 8 minutes. So, this is the next one. And it's just enough, and they usually puff up real fat. They'll get real fat. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah. They'll get really giant. Sometimes they'll vent an air hole. I mean, they'll get like this fat sometimes. And this one's a nice, actually this has turned out pretty nice. I can feel that it's juicy inside, which is nice. We like it juicy. We like it juicy up in here. So, we'll be back in a minute, in a flash. There they are. They're lining up. You know what I think you could do with these too is, I mean, if you know how to make an empanada, I think what you have to do is you have to measure this inside bit to see how much it would hold. And it's definitely not a cup. It's pretty tiny. So I think that would be great to make a little apple pies with, like little individual apple pies. Just maybe some smaller ones than these. I mean, I really did kind of, you could see how big. It's about the same size. Where are we? It's about the same size as this. It just wouldn't hold everything that I wanted to put in there because we like it big and juicy. So, I don't know how many times I'm going to say we like it juicy, but we like it juicy. So, all right. Going to check on the other one. We've got 4 minutes. Ooh, spinning. We got 4 minutes. Pause. Oh yeah, it's almost there. We just want that. We want that other bit to be just a little browner. So another minute. I think just another minute and it's done. Put 2 minutes on there, and then it's done. I believe I've shown you all of my spatulas that I love. And this is another one. This is, oh, we were way out of whack. This is another one of that set that I love. It's the skinny one. So let me show you. I thought there were 4. Another one's hiding somewhere in there. As you can see, these each have a different shape. So they each can do a different function. You know, this one's good for like scraping out mayo jars, stuff like that. This one's for like general, like pots, pans, whatever. This one is great for small areas. Tomatoes, like getting your soup out of a can, stuff like that. Beans, whatever. I'm just going to put it back in the same container it was in because that is how I roll. If you are wondering about this little bowl hat, bowl cozy actually. My friend April from April's Craft Room is one of the 3 amigos, and we were all gifted one. Isn't that the cutest? The little bowl cozy. I put it on my head. I said it doesn't quite fit, but it's so cute. It's got little honey, little bees all over it, and it works fabulously. Thank you, April. I love my bowl cozy. You microwave your stuff, and then when you pull it out of the microwave so that you don't burn your hand, you just grab your bowl out like that. Isn't that awesome? Love it. I have a couple different ways of making these. I got the patterns, so I'll be making those on my art channel at some point in time. I don't know when. But at some point in time, I will be having those on there. All right. Number 2 down. You can see how fluffy it is. It's very fluffy. Let's see, does it show how fluffy it is? It'll kind of sink down just a smidge. And that's okay. You want that. So again, we're just going to plop it in there. And it's got a little bit of oil in there because there was oil on here. I just want to make sure. I'm going to give this an extra little spray. And that's what it looks like going in. It's coated with oil on both sides. And we go back into the air fryer, on air fry at 350 or 360 for 13 minutes, 14 minutes, and then flip halfway through. And that'll kind of give you a judge, let you be able to judge, you know, how much time you need. Does it need more? Does it need less? Whatever. Yeah. But they look good. That's what they look, this is what they look like. They look, I mean, this one is already, you can see how it's sunken in here. It was real puffy. That's normal. That's totally normal. But they're all going to be juicy in the inside. And so it's good to let them rest because the inside's going to be blazing hot. If you're feeding these to little kids, let them rest for a little bit because once they get in the inside, it could be volcanic in there. Just saying. Let it rest. Okay, there we are. They're all done. Look how big and puffy that one is. Look how high. See? It's like this high. Huge. Okay, so I just cut into this thing. Look at how juicy that is. Look at that. This was the last one I made. I really did not think it was gonna, and it's all the way to the end. Usually these don't do good when I try to Frankenstein that, you know, that ball back together. It usually doesn't stay together as well, and it doesn't seal well, but it did really good. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the different type of pizza crust. I'm not really sure why. You know, like I said, I'm used to the other variety, but, and when I cut it open, it was very crunchy. So, thumbs up. Wee mama, there's the last one. This is the one that I made with the leftover dough. It didn't seal great, I will tell you that. But that's how that thing worked. It worked pretty good. Just a little tiny bit of cheese down there in the bottom. My little pan stayed relatively clean. And do that, it's kind of clean. And so thumbs up on those thingies. And look how juicy it is. It's all oozing out the top. It's nice and poofy. Pretty poofy. It's a nice color. Here's the crunch. So maybe we will get lucky and this one will be a better crunch. The other one was a little bready, as you can see, and I picked off the bread because, like the story about the hot dog, I just used it as a handle I didn't really want to ingest it. And that's that. So this was the little one that I made, and I will say that I'm making a video, baby. I will say that it's kind of doughy, and it's more like a sandwich than a Panzarotti. So it's good, it's tasty. The bread cooks all the way through. It's juicy. And it's like a sandwich. More of a sandwich. And usually when I use that other crust, it gets it very thin, like a pizza crust. You know, it has that crunch when you bite into it. Babe, did yours crunch when you bite into it? Yeah, so that's okay. So I just wanted to say that. Super yummy. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments if you make this and what your experience is. What you've put inside. I'd love to hear about it. And I hope you enjoy this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Have a beautiful day.